the Department of Government Efficiency is a lie and it might destroy us all. America is under siege. And it's not foreign armies or rogue terrorists. Instead, it's unelected billionaires. Although it's possible that they are collaborating with foreign autocrats, including Vladimir Putin, who are also billionaires and thus share their rather unique authoritarian worldview. But thanks to the bravery of this whistleblower, a fellow by the name of Daniel Bruhl, I told you about this yesterday. I shared with you the story from NPR about this. And but you know, just to amplify it, just to take it a step beyond, this isn't cheap or even ordinary corruption, the kind of stuff that happens in third world countries. You know, like when Ferdy Marcos in the Philippines was using cronies and spies to neutralize his political opponents, or when Vladimir Putin installed his KGB buddies at the senior levels of the Russian government, or when Guatemala's President Jimmy Morales dismantled the anti-corruption agencies in Guatemala. Now, this is the sort of corruption that destroys democracies from the inside out. And this guy, this whistleblower, risked his career, he risked his safety, even his life, to reveal what's happening inside this so-called Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. According to his bombshell disclosure, they managed to breach the National Labor Relations Board's computer systems and extract what he described as, quote, the equivalent to a section of the New York Public Library in sensitive data. This is a digital smash and grab. I mean, right out in front of everybody. And this is, and that's not, and right out of the authoritarian playbook, by the way, and that's not some crackpot theory. Shortly after the DOGE operatives created accounts inside the NLRB system, so they create usernames and passwords. Minutes later, Russian operatives in Russia are coming into the Department of Labor's computer system with those same usernames and passwords. Which raises the question, has DOGE been infiltrated by Russian spies? I mean, you got a couple of people who are connected to Russia inside DOGE. You've got big balls, Edward Korstein, this 19-year-old. He's the grandson of a KGB agent, Valery Martinov, who actually spied for the U.S. and was executed by the KGB, theoretically a good guy. But he was fired from a cybersecurity company for giving company documents to a competitor. A Telegram account linked to him, this is from Zev Shalev, by the way, over on Substack. A Telegram account linked to him reportedly solicited hacking services online, and he founded a company with Russian-registered domains, including one offering an AI bot for Discord targeting the Russian market. And he's been inside multiple U.S. agencies, USAID, DHS, CISA, the State Department. And then there's another Russian national with ties to Vladimir Putin. Sam Korkos is the CEO of a healthcare company tied to SpaceX, and his wife, Varvana Ruskova-Korkos, according to this report, worked at GVA Capital, a venture capital front for a sanctioned Russian oligarch by the name of Suleiman Karanov, who's a close ally of Vladimir Putin. And at DOGE, this guy, whose wife has, worked for this company that's connected to Putin, attempted to, quote, retrieve detailed taxpayer and vendor information from the IRS. Now that's sort of, guilt by association. I'm not quite so hysterical about that, but something, what the hell is going on here? Something is definitely going on here if this whistleblower is accurate, and it appears he is. I mean, he says he's got 11 people who can corroborate his story. And this is the Department of Labor that they went after. This whistleblower came out yesterday. And the Department of Labor is where you've got trade secrets. It's where you've got the records of everybody in the country who is involved in union organizing, some of them under the radar. It's where you've got all the secret testimony of whistleblowers. Now, keep in mind, Elon Musk's companies were being investigated by the National Labor Relations Board for labor violations. He will not allow unions in his company. He doesn't allow dissent in his companies, essentially. He runs them like a little emperor. And So here we are. I mean, this is dangerous stuff. According to longtime employees inside the Department of Labor and other agencies, these people are not experts. Seasoned cybersecurity professionals. They're basically, some of them have worked with criminal hackers. They have no security clearances, no vetting, and yet they were given all this access. What's going on here? Is this being done on behalf of Vladimir Putin? Is Putin inside our computer? Are America's computers inside our government? I mean, if this is what it appears to be, the Rosenbergs went to the electric chair for less than this. This is a modern Watergate, but instead of burglars breaking into a filing cabinet, they're downloading gigabytes of sensitive information with a keystroke. And then when this whistleblower decides to go to the whistleblowing agency, he finds taped to the door of his apartment. And by the way, he had just recently moved. His apartment is not a public address. Nobody knows where he lives. He finds taped to the door of his apartment a threatening note and a picture of him walking his dog shot from a drone. Somebody has been surveilling this guy. I mean, this is KGB level stuff. This isn't some far off threat. If we don't stop this, it won't just be their data our data that they're coming for. It's going to be our freedom. It's going to be all of us. I am convinced that Donald Trump wants America to look like Bukele's El Salvador. And that's pretty wild stuff. In the second hour of the program, I will be detailing exactly who Mr. Bukele is. But this guy does not believe in human rights. He has tens of thousands of people locked up without any due process.